going to start with the class of math. That it's multiply tens, hundreds, and thousands. So right, first we're going to work on the book. First is going to be on the book. So if you remember the last class, we start with multiplication. So now we're going to multiply according to the place value chart, the one that there are tens, hundreds, and thousands. No, open your book on page 55. Everybody open page 55, please. Page 55. Are you in that page? Yes?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, Santiago Chavez, help me to read what it says. Unlock the problem,
please. Each car on a train has 200 seats. How many seats are on a train with 8 cars?
Excellent. That is the problem. Each car on the train has 200 seats. But how many seats are on a train with 8 cars? We need to answer this question. So it says, find 8 times 200. We're going to multiply 8 times 200. We have 2 ways to solve this. One way is draw a quick picture like this one. We draw a picture of the seats and the cars, of the seat of the train. So we have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 here as thousands. So we have 10 hundreds equal to 1,000. We have 1,000, and also we have 6 here. As you can notice, we have 6 hundreds. So then it says we can add the 1,000 plus 600. What is the answer of this addition, class? 1,000 plus 600.
1,600.
600, that's right. So that is the first way. We can find the answer of 8 times 200 by drawing a picture, and adding them. We have the 1,600. It's the answer for this. Why we can draw a picture? Well, this is one way. One way that we can solve it because we use graphics when we're solving it. Drawing this picture, we can solve 8 times 200. Now, let's go here. The another way that we can use is use a place value according to the value that each of these digits has. We multiply 8 times 200. 8 times how many hundreds this number has? It has 2 hundreds, it has 200s. So we are going to multiply 8 times 200. What is the answer of 8 times 2? 8 times 2. Kiara, you know the answer of 8 times 2?
16.
Is 16, that's right. So we say 16 hundreds because we're talking, thank you, Mia, we're talking about the hundreds. So 8 times 2 equals 16 hundreds. Now, then it says, think 1600 as 1,600. Since we have 1600, it means that we have 1,600. And you have it here, it says, think 1600 as 1,000, and 600. We have the 600. So there are 1,600. That is the answer. 1,600 seats on a train with 8 cars. So we have these 2 ways to solve this. We draw a picture. With this picture, we can find out the answer, or we can use the place value chart according to the locations of the 200s. These are the 2 first ways that we're going to learn how how to solve it. Any questions about this class? No? Did you finish?
No.
Yes, Miss.
No.
Yes, you finished?
I
Yes, I finished.
Okay, let's go to the next slide. Let's go to the next slide. Now, let's go here to page, this is the page number 57, page 57. We're going to share and show. Now, let's practice. Remember that we have 2 ways to solve. Page 57, we have 2 ways. Number 1, use the drawing to find 2 times 500. We have this drawing that it's modeled. 2 times 500. As you can notice, we have 1 and 2 rows. 1 and 2. And how many columns do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why this is the drawing. 2 times 5 hundreds, but we have a letter T here. So it means that they're going to be thousands. Now, how can we find the answer of this class using this drawing? What is the answer of this? 2 times 500.
10.
Okay, that's right. It's 10. That's right, in the thousands, but they're missing something else.
A 0.
Just 1 0?
Yes.
So it means that it is going to be 100.
No.
Other 0, that's right. Because it says that it's going to be on thousands. So we have 2 times 5, we multiply 2 times 5 equal 10, and we add the 2 0 at the end. Okay, so it means that when we have to multiply one number like this, 2 times 5, we have 2 times 5. We can multiply 2 times 5 equal 10. Now, but we are looking for 2 times 500. So it means that it's going to be 1 0 more, 1 0 more. That in the next one, the next exercise, we're going to find it out. Okay, let me write. We have to complete the patterns here. 3 times 8, we have the answer, it's 24. Now, 3 times 80, what are we going to do? Remember that when we have 3 times 8, it's 24. So 3 times 80 is
240.
240. Why? We write 3 times 8, it's 24. But we copied the 0. Why we copied the 0? Remember that since we're multiplying by 10, this is a 10, the answer is going to have 1 0 more. So we need to include that 0 at the end. What is going to be the answer of 3 times 800?
2,400.
That's right, 2,400. Why? 3 times 8 is 24. So we copied that 24 and we copied just those 2 zeros. We write the comma because remember we are using the comma when we have a new digit, a new period. Now 3 times 8,000. What's the answer of 3 times
24,100. Say the 0.
24,000?
24,000.
That's right. We need to remember that the amount of zero that we have here, we have 1, 2, 3, is the amount of zeros that we're going to copy in that number. Yes? Yeah. Now, let's try the other. 6 times 2 equal 12. What is the answer of 6 times 20?
12.
6 times 2, 12. 6 times 20,
120.
120, Lucia. That's right, because 6 times 2 equals 12, and we just copied the 0. Look here. This 0 is the same that we copy here. We copied the 0. Just 1 0 because 20, it's on the tens. We just have to include 1 0. What about 6 times 200?
1,000. 1,000
Two
2
zeros.
zeros.
2 zeros. How do you know that there are 2 zeros? Remember, we have 2 zeros here. So we need to copy this 2 zero here at the end. There are these 2 zeros that we see here. 6 times 2 equals 12. And we copy the 2 zeros. Remember that we need to write the comma because we start with the thousands. Now, what about 6 times 2 thousand?
12,000.
12,000.
Three
That's
zeros.
right. 12,000. Look here, we have 3 zeros and here we have 3 zeros. We copied the same 3 zeros at the end here. So this is an easy way for us. We identify 6 times 2 equals 12. And we just copy the 0. Imagine that you start multiplying 6 times 0, 0, 6 times 0, 0, 6 times 0, 0. It's going to take more time. But if you say, okay, 6 times 2, 12, and 1, 2, 3 zeros, I'm going to copy the 3 0. It's easier for us. That is the advantage with multiply tens, hundreds, and thousands because we just copy the zeros. We just need to take care the amount of zeros that we need to copy. Now let's try the other one. 4 times 5. What's the answer of 4
20.
times 5?
20.
20. Let's write it down the answer. 4 times 50.
200.
200, Lucia. Excellent. Why 200? Remember, the answer is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 50 is 200 because the answer is in the answer we just have to copy 1 0. In this we need to be careful because we copy just 1 0. The answer 4 times 5 contains a 0, but we need to include 104 because it's 50. So we have 4 times 5 20 and the 0 that we copied from the 10. What about 4 times 500?
2,000.
2,000, that's right. 2,000, we copied the 2 zeros, and 4 times 5,000.
20,000.
20,000, that's right. Remember the 3 zeros that we copied, these 3 zeros, and these 3 zeros. Excellent, excellent. Any question about that, or is it easier? No, no question. Great.
Easy.
Easy?
No.
No, no question. Okay, let's find the product here. 6 times 500. It says 6 times, how many hundreds do we have here in 500?
What?
6 times 500. We have 500s. So what is the answer of 6 times 500? 30, that's right, 30 hundreds. So what is the answer if we represent the 30 hundreds? Or 6 times 500, it's easier, but here we are finding the product with the, according to the place value share. We have 6 times 500 equals 30 hundreds. 30 hundreds is the same of having this, of having 3,000. 3,000. 300s is the same of having 3,000s. We regroup as 3,000s and 0 hundreds. Now, what about 9 times 5,000s? How many thousands do we have there? Nine times 5 thousands. 9 times 5. What's the answer of 9 times 5?
54.
54. 9 times 5.
45.
45,000. So we regroup this 45,000 as 45,000. Right. If you multiply this, 9 times 5 equals 45. And how many zeros we have? 45,000.
Miss, I don't see.
You don't see the presentation?
No, I see that presentation, but the last
part?
number.
Okay,
Yeah.
the last number is 45,000. You don't see this answer, 45,000?
Yes, I don't see.
Okay, copy that, 45,000. So what we were solving here is the same. We multiply 9 times 5,000, but we regroup as 9 times 5,000 equal 45,000 in letters, but in numbers, we just write the 3 zeros because we're talking about thousands. The same for number 5, 6 times 500. 6 times 5 is equal 30, but we are not talking about just hundreds. We're talking about 3,000 because 6 times 5 is 30, and we add that 2 zeros at the end where we're multiplying the hundreds. Did you finish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, me.
Okay, excellent. Any question, class? Any question about this? No. All of you finished? Can I change the slide now? Yes?
No.
No, Mia? Okay, 10 seconds, Mia.
Means we have to write the lines. These lines that are in the exercise number 3 and number 4.
No, I draw these lines just for you to let
I
you know why we
finished.
have this series. Okay, Santiago? Then it's up to you. Don't worry, you don't have to copy.
I finish.
Okay, let's go to the next slide. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, Santiago. Now, here we have in the second part of the page 57, on your own, you're going to do it by yourself. Later, we're going to check the answer. Now, work by yourself, exercise 7, 8, 9, and try to solve 10 until 12. Try by yourself. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to solve by yourself this part. While you're working, I'm going to take the attendance to see if you're connected. Ana, Andrea, and Camila.
Present. Present.
Present.
Excellent. Gabriela, Isabela, and Kiara.
Present.
Present.
Excellent. Lucia, Mia, and Rebecca.
Present.
Mhm.
Present.
Rosa, Valerie, and Ziyan.
Present. Present. Present.
Valerie, is it Valerie connected? Valerie?
No.
No. All right. Okay, Alberto, Dani, and Fernando.
Present. Present.
Fernando?
Connectedly.
It's not
In the class
connected?
of Ciencias Sociales. Not connected, Fernando. Also in the
Hermes?
class of Ciencias Sociales.
Present. Okay. Joshua, Caleb, Marcelo.
Present.
Santiago Hernandez and Santiago Chavez. Santiago Hernandez, Santiago Chavez, it's connected? Yes? Okay, great.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. Just Fernando and Valerie that are missing. Okay. Let me know if you finished number 7, 8, and 9. What we're going to do is the same. We're going to find the product. Who has answer number 7? Number 1, 7 times 6,000.
142. 42,000.
42,000. That's the answer, Mia, that you have the same of Lucia?
Yes. Yes.
Sian, is it your answer,
No.
Sian? Yes, but
Yes.
Marcelo, that's not your answer. Which answer you have in 7 times 6,000? You're muted, Marcelo. 7 times 6, remember, we're going to check this answer. 7 times 6. What's the answer of 7 times 6, class? Or 6 times 7? 42, that's right. And how many zeros we copy? We copy 3, right? It's the answer.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now let's check number 8. 4 times 80.
32,200.
3,200 in this 3,200. How do you read that number?
320.
It's 320. 4 times 8, 32, and you copy. Remember, you copy just 1 0. That is the 0 that you see here. Excellent. What about 3 times 500?
2,000.
106.
2,000.
2,000, that's the answer?
15. 150. 1,000.
1,000. Some of you say 1,000.
500.
1,500. Okay, let's check here. We multiply 3 times 5. What's the answer of 3 times 5?
1,000.
16.
16, that's right. So 3 times 5 is 15, and we copy how many zeros?
2.
2 zeros. That's the answer. It's 1,500. Excellent. Remember, we multiply 3 times 5. First, it's 15, and we copy the amount of 0. We have 2 zeros, so we copy the 2 zeros at the end. Excellent. If you have the answer, put a check. If not, correct it. Now,
Will you check, please?
yes, put a check if you have those answers. Now, let's try number 10. What it says number 10, use reasoning algebra. Find the missing factor. We're going to find the missing factor here. So we have 9,000. We don't know the number that we're multiplying here by 9,000, but we have the answer, 63,000. Which number, let's find out this together. Which number multiplied by 9, the answer is 63, class?
7.
7 times 9 is 63, that's right. And you copied the 3 zeros, that's why it's 63,000. So 7 times 9,000 equals 63. Excellent, Lucia. Now, let's find out 7 times, we don't know the number here, equal 56,000. Which number?
8,000. 8,000.
8,000, that's right. Because 7 times 8 equals 56, and we just copied the 3 zeros, so it means that we have 8,000. What about the next one? 8 times equal 3,200.
Is 9. 400. 400.
8 times 4, 32, and you copy 2 zeros. That's right. Excellent. Put a check if you have this answer. Perfect. Those are the answers. Okay, let's complete now number 13. It says, how's the numbers of zeros in the product of 8 and 5,000 compared to the number of 0 in the factors? Explain. Who wants to try to answer that question? How does the number of zeros in the product of 8 and 5,000 compare to the number of zeros in the factors? How many zeros we have in this class? In 8 times 5,000.
3 zeros.
Okay, let's find out here. Let's find out what is the answer of 8 times 5,000. What is the answer of this class?
40.
40.
400. 40,000.
40,000. Okay, remember, 8 times 5 equals 40. And we copy 3 zeros. 8 times 5 equals 40. And we copied that 3 zeros. How many zeros we have in the answer, class? How many zeros?
3.
Okay, how many zeros are in the product? This is the product.
4.
We have
4
4.
zeros.
Okay, so let's write it down here. There are 4 zeros in the product. The product is our answer, that is 40,000. Copy this. There are 4 zeros in the product. And how many zeros are here in the factor? How many zeros are in the factor?
3.
3, that's right. And 3 zeros in the factor. That's let's complete this. Why? Because it's saying why. Because there is, why we have 3 zeros in the factor? Remember that 8 times 5 is 40. That's why in the product we have 1 zero more. There is a zero in the basic fact. That zero was from 8 times 5, 8 times 4. 8 times 5 equals 40. Copy
I
it.
finished me.
Finished?
Yes. Yes.
So remember, we need to take care in this. In the factor, we have 5,000, but so we have just 3 zeros. But in the product, we have 1 zero more. We have 4 zeros. 1 zero is because of the answer 8 times 5 equals 40. So that's why we have 1 zero more. There is 1 zero in 8 times 5, 40. And the 3 zeros that we copy from the 1,000. So that's why we have 4 zeros in the product. Questions about this topic, class? Any question or any comment that you want to share before with this?
No, me, thank
No?
you. No, me, thank you.
Okay, just show me your books. Your books. Show me your books if you're finished. Okay, excellent. Tomorrow we're going to continue with math, with this. Solving more exercises. Excellent. Okay, see you next class. If you're finished, you can disconnect. Bye-bye. Gabriela Gigurens.
Bye, Miss. Bye, Miss. See you next class. Bye.
Bye-bye. Gabriela?
Bye, Miss.
In the representation in this no in the next
The previous one, the previous.
the previous I don't finish to copy.
What was missing? Tell me what it was missing to copy. Which exercise?
6 multiplied 500 equals 6.
Equals 6 times 5. Just write number 5 in that space.
Okay.
Okay, then it says equal to 30, right? Number 30. And in the last part, you write 3,000. So you write 3,000 in number 3, comma, and 3 zeros.
3 comma and 3 zeros.
Yes, 3, 0, 0, 0.
I finished.
You finished, Marcelo? Okay, bye-bye. See you next class. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss Sharon. Thank you, Miss Sharon.
Well, welcome. Welcome, Gabriela. Excellent. You can disconnect. Bye-bye. See you next class.
Bye, Miss.
Miss,
Bye-bye.
I finish.
You finished, Santiago Chavez? Excellent. Excellent. You can disconnect. Santiago Hernandez, did you finish?
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
No? Yeah, Santiago Hernandez, show me your book, please. Okay. Bye-bye, Santiago.